Inquisitive minds want to know, is there really life on Mars? Bizarre photos of iguanas, mermaids, and spaceships send the internet into a frenzy. For most people, space exploration is awe-inspiring, as it continuously goes beyond anything we ever thought possible and relays information from faraway planets. For others, it just isn't quite enough. Photographs transmitted back to Earth from Mars, taken by the Curiosity rover, seem to offer fascinating insight into the red planet, owing to clearer than ever before footage. But for the more imaginative among us, the photos offer much more than a simple glimpse of a rock on a desolate desert landscape. They show signs of life. While NASA isn't following these leads just yet, it doesn't mean that there aren't mermaids, World War I helmets, and spaceships on the planet. Because conspiracy theorists have been doing some research on their own, and they've reached some staggering conclusions. For instance, many believe that they have spotted an Egyptian pyramid on the planet. Others say they can clearly see a human skull, a levitating spear, and even a human woman. But don't rush to blockade your front door for fear of a Martian attack just yet, as the female-shaped figure would only be 8 centimeters tall once perspective has been taken into account. The latest wave in these outlandish theories has been reignited after a popular UFO spotting website said that a spaceship may have landed on Mars. Writing on a UFO sightings website, Scott Waring has said, "I found this anomaly in the latest Curiosity rover photo. The black object sure looks like a crashed UFO." The craft is only about 2.5 to 3 meters across, so it probably only held a few passengers. Since many of the figures found on Mars are only about 5 to 8 centimeters tall, then we can conclude that this ship could carry about 20 to 40 passengers. But as always, those spoil-sport scientists have poured cold water on the theories with their silly, rational, well-informed reasoning. Speaking to CNN, Ashwin Vazana, a scientist who works on the Mars rover project, said, "We have color HD cameras on this rover that far exceed anything ever sent to the planet before. And yet, in order to find these things that kind of trick your brain into thinking it's a mermaid or whatever, you do have to zoom in where it's kind of a fuzzy shadow at that point." He could be referring to a phenomenon called pareidolia, in which your brain recognizes a familiar object or pattern even though it's not actually there. Or could he be wrong? You decide.